Donald Trump shooting. Secret Service investigates after shots fired. What the heck? Like, what is happening? This is the second attempt? Oh my gosh, we're going to look into this. But before we go any further, you guys know the deal. Subscribe, comment, like, and share. I'm not going to say anything until after the video that we're about to watch. So let's take a look.
Some breaking news that we want to get to right now, and that is this. I'm going to share with you some tweets right here as we're learning that multiple shots were fired at Trump National Golf Course. The Trump Vance campaign saying that, quote, President Trump is safe following gunshots in his vicinity.
Was he? Oh, so he was.
No further details at this time. That's from Stephen Chung, who is the Trump campaign communications manager, learning a little bit more information from a reporter at Politico as she was sharing that this happened at the Trump National Golf Club in West Palm Beach, where Trump is golfing today. So we're working to gather additional information, but I did want to share that breaking news with you at 2:41 Eastern, 11:41 Pacific, as the Trump campaign has sent a statement saying that President Trump is safe following gunshots in his vicinity. No further details at this time. According to a Political reporter, former President Trump was golfing at the Trump National Golf Club in West Palm Beach. No further details available at this hour, including who was firing the gunshots, whether that person was apprehended. We do know that former President Trump is safe following
Okay, he's safe, but where's the shooter?
Gunshots in his vicinity. And it's also unclear as to whether former President Trump was the target or whether gunshots were fired.
You can't tell me if Trump was there doing his business on the golf course, and they're like, oh, we don't know if Trump was the target. Of course he was probably the target. Why else would they be shooting into there?
Near him. However, I did want to share that breaking news with you as we continue to gather additional information. The Trump campaign communications director saying no further details at this time. However, sharing that President Trump is safe following gunshots in his vicinity. We're continuing to follow this breaking news very closely, hoping to learn more information from authorities and possibly from the Trump campaign itself as to exactly what unfolded. We do know that he is golfing today at his golf club in West Palm Beach, Florida. It is unclear as to whether there were gunshots fired in the vicinity or actually at former President Trump. We do know that he is safe. So we did want to share that breaking news with you at this hour at 2:43 Eastern, 11:43 Pacific. We do know that he was taking time off from the campaign trail, going to go back on the campaign trail this coming week. Golfing on a Sunday, apparently, according to the Political reporter, at his golf club in West Palm Beach, Florida. There were multiple gunshots fired in that vicinity. We do know, according to the Trump campaign communications director, Stephen Chung, that former President Trump is safe following those gunshots. As soon as...
Okay, we know that Trump is safe, but where is the shooter?
we get any additional information, we will bring that to you right here on Live Now from Fox. And we have this also this social media post from the New York Post, and I did want to bring that up to you once again as we continue to gather additional information at this hour. And you're going to be seeing that very latest post right there. It says there was a shooting reported at Donald Trump's golf club as the former president was leaving. That is according to the New York Post. I'm pulling up that article, and this is what it says, quote, "The Secret Service is responding to a shooting near Donald Trump as he left his golf club in West Palm Beach, Florida, according to law enforcement sources. President Trump is safe following gunshots in his vicinity. No further details at this time. That's the statement from Trump spokesman Stephen Chung. Now, two people exchanged gunfire outside of Trump International Golf Course in West Palm Beach. The shooters were targeting each other, and the gunfire was not targeting Trump. That is according to sources from this New York Post article.
So it's a
sources said that Trump was never in danger and that the shooting happened in an area outside the club that is known for high crime. It comes almost 2 months after Thomas Matthew Crooks shot Trump at a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania on July 13th, wounding him in the air.
So this is now when they have understood exactly what was going on. Apparently, an individual with an AK-47 rifle.
Road like we always talk about ahead of time. We are going to give you, when I say we have a representative from the FBI, from the Secret Service, from the State Attorney's Office. We are going to give you everything we have. Everything. All right? So when we get done, think about your questions, because we're not going to take a lot. And keep them to the information that you heard. Don't get into what ifs, and because of this.
I like this guy. Quick and to the point. Get it done, over with. Don't be asking stupid questions.
We're not going to go there, all right? So keep that in mind.
Jeez Louise.
And we'll be good. So here we go. All right, 1:30 this afternoon. Call came out, shots fired. That was called in by the Secret Service. Because we're in constant contact with them all the time, we were notified of that. And we had units here that immediately sealed off the area. Fortunately, we were able to locate a witness that came to us and said, hey, I saw the guy running out of the bushes. He jumped into a black Nissan, and I took a picture of the vehicle and the tag, which was great. So we had that information. Our real-time crime center put it out to the license plate readers. And we were able to get a hit on that vehicle on I-95 as it was headed into Martin County. We got a hold of Martin County Sheriff's Office, alerted them, and they spotted the vehicle and pulled it over and detained the guy.
Okay.
After that, we took the victim, the witness that witnessed the incident, flew him up there, and he identified as the person that he saw running out of the bushes and jumped into the car.
Okay.
Now, in the bushes where this guy was is a AK-47 style rifle with a scope, 2 backpacks which were hung on the fence that had ceramic tile in them, and a GoPro, which he was going to take pictures of. So those are being processed right now. The Secret Service agent.
So he had armor-piercing inserts, a GoPro probably trying to record it, an AK-47 style rifle with a scope on it, another possible Trump assassination attempt.
That was on the course, did a fantastic job. What they do is they have an agent that jumps one hole ahead of time to where the president was at. And he was able to spot this rifle barrel sticking out of the fence and immediately engage that individual, at which time the individual took off. So that's what we know about the investigation. We have somebody in custody right now that is a potential suspect. We got a little bit more work to do on it, but as we usually do, as soon as we decide that we're going to book him into the county jail and the charges that he's going to be booked into, we'll get those to you and we'll get a picture of him and we'll get you his background.
This guy,
so now I'm going to turn it over to the representative of the.
This guy is just like he's on it. Like, he just sounds like he knows what he's doing.
Secret Service, and he's going to make a brief statement.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I first want to thank all of our law enforcement partners, to include the Palm Beach Sheriff's Office and the Martin County Sheriff's Office, for their involvement today. Former President Donald Trump is safe and unharmed following a protective incident shortly before 2 p.m. on Sunday at Trump International Golf Club at West Palm Beach. The U.S. Secret Service personnel opened fire on a gunman located near the property line, and this matter is under investigation.
So the people that were conflicting in fire was the Secret Service and that gunman. Okay, so that clears that up.
I'll turn it over to my partners over at the FBI.
What's going on?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jeffrey Veltri. I'm the special agent in charge of the FBI's Miami field office. The FBI has assumed the role as the lead federal law enforcement agency in the investigation of the incident that occurred earlier today at Trump International Golf Course here in West Palm Beach, Florida. We've deployed a number of resources, including investigative teams, crisis response team members, bomb technicians, and evidence response team members as well. What we need right now is for the public to avoid the area around the golf course. We will continue to support this investigation with the full resources of the FBI, alongside our partners with the United States Secret Service and the Palm Beach Sheriff's Office, as well as Martin County Sheriff's Office and state and local law enforcement. I would ask that if anyone has any information that may assist with this investigation, to contact our tip line at 1-800-CALL-FBI or at tips, that's TIPS, .fbi.gov. Thank you.
Jesus Christ.
Hi, I'm Dave Ehrenberg, State Attorney for Palm Beach County. I want to thank Sheriff Bradshaw and our partners at the local, state, and federal levels. I'm here because our prosecutors are currently working up warrants and a motion for pretrial detention for the suspect. In that way, he will be kept in custody. But our filing of these warrants and charges at the state level does not preclude federal charges that could be coming. But in the meantime, it looks like the warrants and the pretrial detention motion will happen first. And again, I want to thank the cooperation we've had with our federal partners and at the local level. And thank you all for being here today.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, we're going to make these pictures available to you. It'll show you a picture of the backpack and the rifle. And there's also a GoPro on the fence there where he was intent on filming what was going on. Even though we're going to have to secure a couple of areas around the golf course here, the public doesn't need to panic. We know that we got a post office, a library, and a school down the street. So we'll make it convenient for you to get to all the places you need to go.
This guy.
Get your kids to school, get them over here to the post office or wherever else you need to go. It's safe. There's no more danger here, and we'll make it very convenient for you. So having said that, we're going to take a very limited amount of questions, and you can direct them to who you want to answer the question.
Sure. Did this individual make any statements as he was being detained?
No statement right now as far as his involvement in the incident.
Or who it is.
And there's further investigation to be completed.
What was his demeanor like?
Yeah, I'm not sure if maybe the Secret Service gentleman can answer. I misunderstood, or I couldn't quite understand. So there was a rifle. So one of your agents saw on the golf course saw a rifle pointing to a fence. Was it a chain link? Okay, so he saw that.
That is correct, yes.
And the president or the former president was on the course behind him. How close?
It was 1 or 2 holes behind.
Understood.
That because the bubble moves through the golf course, so our agents will get there first, clear it. He noticed that the rifle was pointed out. Our agents engaged. We are not sure right now if the individual was able to take a shot at our agents, but for sure our agents were able to engage with the
Was he hit?
I don't know that.
Doesn't appear so.
Is there a moment?
Yep. Al.
How far away was the president? How far away was Donald Trump when this gentleman was caught and stopped?
Probably between 300 and 500 yards, but with a rifle and a scope like that, that's not a long distance.
It's not.
For the Secret Service, how far was your agent from the would-be assailant?
That I'm not sure right now. We're still looking into it.
Reports of the 4 rounds of ammunition were fired. Were all 4 of those from your agent?
That is correct. 4 to 6. We're not sure yet.
Was there a long distance explaining why?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
I was wondering what how this was able to happen, and for future reference, is there any security in the golf course?
I didn't hear all of that. Say that one more time and talk up a little bit.
So how was this able to happen, and for future reference, is there any security in the golf course?
Well, you got to understand the golf course is surrounded by shrubbery. So when somebody gets into the shrubbery, they're pretty much out of sight. All right? And at this level that he is at right now, he's not the sitting president. If he was, we would have had this entire golf course around it. But because he's not, the security is limited to the areas that the Secret Service deems possible. So I would imagine that the next time he comes to the golf course, there'll probably be a little more people around the perimeter. But the Secret Service did exactly.
It's going to get to the point where Trump is going to have to be in a bubble just because of everything that's happened. This is the second attempt.
What they should have done. They provided exactly what the protection should have been, and their agent did a fantastic job.
Which direction was the shrubbery where he was? North, south? I guess east, west, or south of the road?
It's hard, the layout of the golf course, you've got 3 holes, 5, 6, and 7. All right? One of them runs parallel to Summit Boulevard. One of them runs parallel to Congress. And he was in an area in the shrubbery where he could see both holes. So the president was another hole back, which means he's about between 400 and 500 yards away.
So he's on the golf course?
Oh, he's on the golf course, yeah, but he's back a ways.
For the Secret Service, have you guys changed at all the way that you guys are protecting former President Donald Trump? This is now a potential second attempt on him. Can you just elaborate on how things have changed and what you make of all this?
Yes, the threat level is high. We have increased the amount of assets that we've supported, so we live in danger times. So yes.
Okay. We're done with questions right now. There's really nothing more for us to add. I just want to tell you, the Secret Service and the FBI and the State Attorney's Office have been fantastic to work with. And I can tell you right now, our agency with this real-time crime center was fabulous. That's how we got the guy. We started out with, we don't know anything, to where we had a tag, we had a vehicle description, and we got an area where we saw
everything right now.
So be proud of your law enforcement. All right, thanks, folks. We'll get back to you.
Where on 95 was it that?
Jeez Louise. Oh, man. Just when you think it can't get worse, it can get worse. What's next? The apocalypse? I mean, come on, apocalypse. Just come on in or whatever, because we're just, it's, oh man, I don't know what else to say anymore, because it's like we can't live in a time where everybody can have their own opinion, who they want to have as president, who they don't want to have as president. You are allowed to have that opinion. But when is it okay to start saying, hey, I'm going to go after the president or the former Mr. President and attempt an assassination? Like, go to work, have a family, have a hobby. I just don't know why this is a thing. It just, and I'm not over exaggerating. Like, somebody came in my comments the other day, they're like, you're over this is how I am. Get over it, okay? This is my channel. If you don't like it, don't watch it, okay? Enough said. This is my piece. This is what I think. This is how I act. This is how I am. I've never changed. I've always been this way. Get over it, okay? But now, any assassination is not, we don't want that at all, okay? But it's funny that there's only assassination attempts on Trump. Now, there's nothing against Kamala Harris, which we don't want. I don't want anybody dead. I don't want anybody hurt. That's why, because somebody came in, they're like, oh, you're this and you're that. Like, that's why I keep politics out. The only reason why I'm touching on this is because it is a crime. It is part of a attempted murder. So that's why I'm into it. If this was on Kamala Harris as an attempt, I'd be watching that one as well. Like, it's just ridiculous that these people think that this is the option to choose. Murder, assassination, crime, knock it the hell off. Like, I don't know how much more to say. Like, people are robbing other people. People are being pedophiles and people are being murderers and people are just knock it the hell off. There's more to life than doing this BS. What's next? Like I can't put it past anything because anything can happen nowadays. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. Please keep it obviously positive. Please don't be bullying anybody in the comments about their political idea, whatever have you. Everybody on my channel is allowed to say what they have or their opinions until it becomes negative or bullying somebody else. I have no tolerance for that on my channel. I just want to know what you guys' thoughts are on this, possibility of an assassination attempt. I just want to know your guys' partake on it. Leave it down in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like button on the reaction. Subscribe as always, and hopefully we'll know more when the investigation gets more in depth on this, and I'll definitely let you guys know what I've heard and what I've seen and so forth like that. Again, thank you guys for watching. Please take care, be safe. As always, keep nerding on, and we'll see you guys in the next video.